Morning. I hope you can hear me okay. I'm trying to be quiet because this morning I woke up with an actual alarm and I hope it didn't bother my housemate. So now I'm going to be extra quiet like a mouse. This will be pretty quick. It's a Course in Miracles reflection for day 20, which said, I believe, because I practiced this one a lot, I am determined to see things differently. I think the day prior it was I am determined to see. This one is I am determined to see things differently. So of course it's a building on of the prior one, and I think it really landed in me of like, it said to like pick situations, don't favor like really intense ones or really easy ones. Like whatever kind of irks you a little bit or annoys you, or just like that, even if there's a twinge of discomfort about a thought you're having, it said something like it means it's not just less important, it's they're all like thin veils over intense fury. And I was like, what? So even if you feel a slight twinge, it's saying it's a thin veil over an intense fury. I think it's going to start like helping us heal our anger and rage issues. And I'm like, I'm not angry. I don't have anger. And then I'm like, do I? If it's telling me, because there's a lot of wisdom in this book, so I'm not discounting any of it at the start. I'll still take what resonates, but I'm giving it, it's like I'm saying, okay, maybe there's something here. I do that first with this book instead of like, I'm not angry. Maybe I'm angry. I'm sure there is, but the healing the people-pleasing part of myself, healing the hypervigilant, like, oh, gotta make sure everybody's okay. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at little old me. So yeah, obviously I'm still healing that, and underneath it I'm like, oh, is there rage under there? Is there rage? Maybe I worked it out when I lived in Los Angeles and I was on the freeway all the time. I remember in the beginning stages I was like, traffic on the 405, and then I was just like, it's part of life, whatever, dudes. Literally dudes, California. So anyway, I really gave it its due yesterday when I was practicing this. I'm determined to see things differently, and I feel like I'm gonna come closer, maybe this way, so my voice points away from the door where they are. Like, where was I going? Yeah, I'm determined to see things differently is a commitment. Like, I am determined is a commitment to knowing that the way I see things right now, because thoughts come first, and the way I see something is faulty. It is judgment. It is agony, fury, discomfort, discomfortable. I'm determined to see things differently. I am. So, but not with everything, because I see a lot of love in the world and I want to keep those. Maybe I just want that to like deepen, enrichen. I just make up words. And so I'm like, but I am determined to see things differently. So then we're supposed to pick those situations throughout the day and think about them, and then say, I'm determined to see this situation differently, or I'm determined to see this person differently, or I'm determined to see this attribute within this person differently. So I won't go into details, but I did think about a couple interpersonal things that have been like triggering for me, which I just did a morning voice journal about my triggers, meaning I know they're about me, they're not about the other person. I know that now. So it's like, ooh, what is that? I'm determined to see that differently. And you don't have to see it differently through this exercise. You just make the commitment. Say, I am determined to see this differently. So I did that all day yesterday. I think it's the one I've practiced the most because it must be where I am on my journey. Like, I'm now able to recognize that it's not the way I want to see. And now I'm making a commitment. I'm determined to see things differently. And you know what? As soon as I did that, a weight was lifted. Some weird, like, unnameable, intangible weight was lifted because of making the commitment. I know that in my soul. Like, so it's like, that's the first part of the healing journey for anything, right? It's like the commitment to heal it. And I was like, holy crap, what a huge thing. Now, probably shouldn't go back on my commitments just for the sake of like, oh, commit, feels good, I'm done. No, I have to follow through. But it was such a big, like, oh my God. I almost could start to see things differently just by making the commitment. And I think that was the biggest part of my realization with this lesson 21. Today's the 22nd, so lesson 21. Which surprised me. I love when these lessons and the learnings surprise me. There's so much under the surface of these lessons and the practices. I'm really loving it. We're 21 days in, and I'm getting more and more excited. I can't wait to look back at this moment and be like, baby girl, you did it. You made it through the lessons, and little by little keys, little layers, little depths, whatever you want to call it. Like little revelations day by day. It's just, I love knowing that, or I love feeling that we are endless beings. Like, you look out in the world and you're like, okay, the world's big, but it's only so big. It's only like, I want to go to all the countries in the world. Somebody said that in class. That's their bucket list item. Okay, and then what? Well, then maybe there's a lifetime of, oh, my ear. I think I got too much water in it in the ocean yesterday. It was hard to dump out. And it's going, there's only so much to explore in the outer world, but oh my God. What I love being surprised about now is just how deep you can go. The body is a portal. Go inside. And I think that's why people become monks and they're okay with being a monk their whole life. It's like endless. When you're done with the outer world, there's just endless fascination on the inside. I guess I'll leave it at that. I am determined to see things differently. Thanks. Bye.